All right, the Heights Christian Church got quite a surprise. Yeah, earlier we talked about that in our tease. Let's show you the video of what happened here. Now, this is at Louisiana and Comanche, and the pastor says basically they were sitting in and thought they heard some sort of thunder, and they got a lot more than thunder. You can see part of the roof torn off. Now, this ended up in a play area where some kids were going to be just a little while later. Thankfully, that didn't happen, but you can see essentially the cooling unit torn right off the roof here. So very dangerous stuff. It was not a huge thunderstorm day in the Albuquerque area. So what was happening here? Well, this is a lot more common than you may think, and we're going to use kind of our Three Little Pigs house here to give you an idea of what's going on and what we had for today. A lot of dry air for us at the surface here in the metro area. We had some storms that started to form over the mountains and leak into valleys. Well, as they did that and it started raining, a lot of that rain went through the dry air, evaporated. When you evaporate air and you evaporate that water into air, it gets very heavy. So as it hits the ground, it then pushes back up, and it ends up lifting, in some cases, roofs off of buildings. You end up tearing things off. Now, it's not usually an extreme case like this, but it can be out there. So dry thunderstorms for us, in many cases, can be just as damaging as the garden variety or even some severe thunderstorms out there. So we had an example of that today. Tonight, things are starting to calm down, but we are still seeing some action across southwestern New Mexico, southern and western areas of Catron County, seeing some pretty good storms right now, and across the Boot Heel, picking up some showers tomorrow. Going to get more interesting as well. 60s and 70s for us to the north right now. Albuquerque still warm at 86 degrees. Down to the south, 70s and 80s for the most part. Looking at satellite and radar gives us a little clue of what's headed our way for tomorrow. What we've got is moisture coming up from the south and a little weather disturbance that is sitting over Mexico right now. That's not necessarily going to be a huge factor, but what is going to be a factor for us is high pressure kind of moving out of the state here over the next 24 to 48 hours. That's going to open the door for more moisture. And when we add more moisture, we take the edge off the heat. So what's going to happen for us is a little more cloud cover across the west for tomorrow, and heat not quite what it was. 90s out to the west for near triple-digit stuff around Farmington. And as you get out to the east, you guys are going to stay very, very warm because you're still close enough to that high. You're going to stay a little bit drier. But central and western sections, a better chance for showers. But the reason we're calling this monsoon snake eyes is because it's only going to last 2 days and then more bad luck for us. So we're going to get the high pressure over to the east, low pressure to the west. That's going to push the moisture in. The problem is it's not going to last very long. It'll last through Friday. And then by Saturday and Sunday, we bring another area of high pressure in. We shut off the moisture once again. It's not that we don't get any showers, but it's just that we're not going to see as many as we'd like to see for this time of year. And our bummer monsoon season continues. An occasional shower or two over the mountains, maybe a brief one in the valleys, but nothing that's going to make a big difference for us. So watch the next 2 days, especially in the northwest. Scattered storms, a good bet. Northern mountains, good chance of some scattered showers as well. Southwest, showers now and scattered storms for tomorrow. Southeast, we won't see as much action for tomorrow or even into Friday as well, with temperatures remaining in the high 90s. A spot storm possible, but nothing that's that well organized. Meanwhile, East Mountains, our best shot in the East Mountains and out toward the Estancia Valley, going to be on Friday, but still a spot chance tomorrow. Here in Albuquerque, we'll have some scattered stuff around tomorrow, a little better shot by Friday, and then things start to dry out again. But as you can tell, the temperature is starting to come down. 89 in Santa Fe for tomorrow, and a chance of scattered storms continues through Friday. Next couple of days in Albuquerque, our best shot, and then it becomes spot stuff through the weekend and into next week with temperatures rising back up into the mid-90s.
Wow, not much chance for rain out there.
It's not great. It's a bad monsoon season, no doubt.
All right.
Thanks, sir. Sports is next.